welcome to Squatchin, Ontario. I'm out here with Gus Boucher today, out here in the beautiful woods. Gus, how's it going?
Hey, I'm doing very well, thanks. You know, it's a wonderful day for squatching hunting.
So this area here, you had an encounter here just a while ago, right? This is a pretty squatchy area.
Yeah, so this is actually a prime area for squatches. You can see the river right down there. They're able to get water and then the fish that they need, and then they hide out right along the ridge lines here, because then anybody who comes through, they can just prey on them. And
some caves up there, you said?
well, we don't want to get too deep in there, but that's where the Sasquatches typically hide out for the winter. They hide out in the sun. You don't ever want to encounter a Sasquatch in the sun. That's when they're most powerful.
So how do you know there's a Squatch around? You told me this earlier. How do you know there's a Squatch in the area real close?
Well, we've been tracking into this location for quite some time now, and there's been quite a few sightings in this area. Police have responded to that, and they haven't found anything yet, but we're quite sure that he lives around here because obviously he has all the stuff that he needs to survive.
You were describing the paranormal aspect of it, where you said that the woods feel different.
Yeah, so you know how you can hear the wind coming in now, and it's all total silence will come over the forest, and before that they feel like they're being watched. Often the light and little light spears often appear around where this could be. So this is led to believe that there is some paranormal activities with these squatches.
Dog's got a scent. You smell that?
Yeah, it got really musky, really fast. Might be blowing in from the wind.
Yeah.
Could be a squatch right on the edge of the river there somewhere.
That's pretty loud in the woods, eh? You can see how Sasquatches could hear that. So what's the deal with the wood knocking? Why do you do it?
Yeah, so it's a call for somewhat similar to if you were called a duck or something. We try to let them know that another Sasquatch is in the area, because that is what they've mostly found.
Right.
Like to hit on trees because the sound echoes above and allows all the Sasquatches in the area to be heard.
Oh, the dog's getting frisky, you know. Did you hear that? What was that? Is that a response? Do it again. Call out again. Oh, did you hear that?
Yeah,
holy shit.
Syllables here.
That was like a spoken language, man. You're right. That was not. What the hell was that?
Now the wind's picking up and the storms are picking up. I think that we definitely woke something. He's coming this way.
Maybe we shouldn't have done all those tree knocks, man.
Well, I think we're encountering.
Look at the dog's acting funny. Dog's acting funny. You're telling me that you've been training for quite a while. You go to the gym a lot?
I go to the gym, I prepare, yeah, you know, I gotta be ready in case I come across a squatch and, you know, won't know what to do in case. Gotta
Fuck, you alright?
oh yeah, I'm good, you know.
Fuck's getting stormy, man. You think this is good squatching time or what?
Perfect squatching time, actually. Oh, that's a very weak one. Might have to go on the other way.
Look, the dog's getting frisky. Must be on the scent. Oh my goodness.
Probably one around here.
Dog.
They like to hibernate.
Yeah, dog's on something. She's getting frisky, eh? What is it? What is it? Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Fuck, what was that, man?
Up on the ridgeline. That's where they've been known to hang out.
I heard that again. Did you hear it? What the hell was that? Did you hear that? That was Bigfoot knocking, man. That was a knockback. That was a serious. I heard that. What was it?
So we just get a knock back there. I think it was about a kilometer north there.
Listen.
Headed this way.
That was pretty freaky, man. Let's go check it out. I think this mic would have picked that up too.
Look at this, we got a big warning again here. Watch hanging
What's-
this here. Could be a present too, but it seems a little bit low for them to hang.
Could be one of those short ones you're telling me about.
Yeah, they tend to climb, but this is definitely a common occurrence here, hanging branches to try to tell people to avoid it. Evidence of some squatch urine. I don't know how fresh that is, but it certainly looks pretty suspicious.
What do you got going on here?
So we got a good trap here. So the Bigfoot will crossing up to his line up there. And he'll probably get snagged right in this snare.
That's a pretty good snare right there. Look at
You
that.
gotta be out here though to constantly watch this, because if he sits in that trap too long, he'll get quite upset, and then when we come back to get him, he'll be, oh, boy rancid. So we got another type of trap here, and this is a natural spring trap here. You see how when he steps across here, he's gonna get caught with a nice little spring bag.
Look at that. That's
We call that a nature trap, and like the dogs even gonna jump at it. So this is a real popular Sasquatch trail right here. They often come down from that ridgeline and walk right along here to get to their blind. This is why I put the the snare right here. It's gonna catch them as long as they're staying along their path and getting into there. We use camel tape for this one to get them secured. They can't see it, and they'll just be crawling through here, and and they'll get stuck up on there. Perfect thing for the Sasquatch shot. You can see how wonderful that works there.
Look, that does look pretty good, man. It looks dangerous as frig. Look at that. Look at that.
Perfect
Brilliant.
for Sasquatch.
What do you got going on here?
Yeah, so we got some fresh sardines. These are the favorite for the Sasquatches. Squatches just love those sardines. You see that? Put them all over the place here. Gotta trap them good. They're gonna be perfect. Oh, hey, get out of there! Come. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. We also got some fresh peanut butter here. Yeah, so we got some perfect peanut butter here.
What is that,
It's
sandwich?
a sandwich, a bacon sandwich here. We're gonna leave them out half here, because we gotta share the half, and we're gonna put that perfectly right there. You know, some squatches can get pretty dangerous. Let it be known that there's been a couple times and a couple sightings where it's been real dangerous after dark. So we'll be back here tomorrow morning to check it again. And if they got away, then we're gonna have to beef up the trap. You know, come back at it again tomorrow. Jewelry for Sasquatches here.
What is it?
They decided to hang this as a hanging stick, and this will be eventually a piece of jewelry for a woman Sasquatch that you notice. So this is number one evidence of the ritual of mating that we think is most important. So he will carve this stick further down and whittle it until it's a tool or a toy that he will give away to his woman.
That is
So this is
really
hanging
bizarre.
like as if a piece of meat would be hanging in somebody's garage.
Yeah, it's like he's just putting it there to put on display. That's really weird, man. I've never seen anything like that before. That is pretty friggin' creepy.
So you may notice how high it is.
So
But
that
the
might...
nice Sasquatch can jump that high and climb that high, no problem, probably in a matter of a couple seconds. So that's one thing that we always gotta be careful of when we're out in these woods. You can see the ridge lines along the landscape that we are here, but he can move and lickety split. He was out here. Oh, look it up here. We got a perfect tree branch too. He probably was leaping across the trees. Fucking A, you see that tree? He just snapped it right off. Come on.
What are you saying? The Bigfoot travel through the trees?
You know, they can get pretty high up there, and they leap from tree to tree. You can see here, he actually went from this tree all the way to that tree, about 10 feet that way, and then he probably went on that one. And that limb broke there a little bit, but he was able to grasp that. He's probably trying to get a nice view of the river here. Let's go see if we can find any more tracks.
What is it? What is it?
Put a foot right there, and he's peeking over the water looking for something.
Looks like you might have taken a leak right there.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Not many people come down here. I'm thinking that's probably Squatch right there. What else could make that?
Because of Squatch. You know, they really like these old trees here so that they can feel sturdy and safe, because the old growth to make them strong. Look at him, he was probably shaking off in a bit of the night. If he was wet, went for a swim and shook off here.
Have you ever found any Sasquatch nests? Little, you know, dens with...
This is actually very similar to a Sasquatch den right here. So what they'll do is they'll take their old fur and they'll create like a blanket sort of thing and drape it over top of themselves, and they'll just snug themselves up right in here and have a good night's stay.
It looks really weird the way the branches are all kind of nicely stacked like that.
Just watch that, right?
That's pretty creepy, man. So I heard that in Ontario some of the squatches are not as big as, like, say, in Northern California and BC. Is it true we got little squatches in Ontario?
Yeah, so we got a range of sizes. The bigger ones tend to have a harder time surviving in the long winters that we have here, where the little ones, they're able to scavenge and find food from garbage cans and all kinds of things.
Look at this weirdness right here. What do you make of this?
Yeah, so this is a sculpture that was made by Bigfoot himself. See, his house will be connected to this, and this ultimately would have been like a wall for protection that he would have made all safe with his little shrine.
That's definitely not, that's not natural. That you can tell just by looking at it. Something stacked out there.
Yeah.
Dog's on the scent again. Look at that. You got a good dog there, man. That's a good Bigfoot. Good squatching dog. What's the biggest squatch you've seen so far? Footprints?
Yeah, so the biggest squatch that we've seen is about 18-inch foot size, but that was only about a 4-foot squatch. So it's a pretty small squatch. We haven't confirmed that we have large squatches here in Ontario, but you know, we've got some pretty large footprints to go off of, so that's what we've always never known the maximum size they can get. The confirmed tallest one here is 4 feet.
4 feet.
This is an important one. So this is a rather short but long print. This is pretty fresh. Within the last 2-3 days, obviously the snow hasn't been here long. This really tells us something about the hierarchy of the squatches though, because this is not obviously a very large squatch. This is probably only like a 10-incher right here, so I'm going to say he's only about 3.5 feet. See, this is important to consider because larger squatches, they often take all the squatch women and they take it away from the younger little squatches. The little squatches are often in the woods fighting for longer amounts of time, and they're often seen more. I always looked at the best and
like the gammas.
The tribes?
The gammas.
The gammas, yeah.
You gotta watch out for those ones. Those guys.
They're not seen very much, but they tend to be known as lone wolf squatches, and
they're shifty. They're shifty
more
squatches
than typical Sasquatch. See, we got another abnormal twig here. This is definitely not fallen like this, and this has been placed, saying as a sign, do not come here and do not cross.
Oh yeah, because it's their feeding ground. This is where they...
Yeah, this is an area.
We just trounced all over it. Fuck, they're gonna be mad.